The Chapter 3 Season 4 Battle Pass got leaked, 50% of it anyways already, with us being a fortnight, no pun intended, or 2 weeks away from the release of Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 4. In today's video, for that reason, we're not only going to be covering all the cosmetics and specifically skins that will be upcoming in the next Battle Pass that we currently know of and how they're involved in the trailer or who's going to be talking or playing the biggest part, but also in general a ton of information about what's upcoming next season and how this one ends off, which is why it's vital you stick around until the end of today's video as there's so many new leaks and information, and you also just witnessed a mirror get smashed, which means 7 years bad luck if you don't. I wouldn't risk it. However, very quickly before we dive into it all, one favour I ask of you guys, considering it takes 2 seconds and is 100% free to do, is enter my creator code FM1 3 digits inside the Fortnite item shop. You guys already know this not only puts a giant smile on my face, but cheers up my pug Gus too, who's been kinda sad about the fact he knows that 70% of all eyes watching right now are not subscribed. With that said, hit the big red button right now as we're on our final push to 2.5 million or 2.5 million subscribers, and after all it only benefits you as I do give different subscribers every single day, which of course soon is going to be hundreds of Chapter 3 Season 4 Battle Passes. So if you ever want to receive something, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and let me know what you'd like to receive, so perhaps you could be gifted like this on screen in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the next video. But with that said, now enough messing around, let's reveal 50% of this new season's Battle Pass and so much more mind-blowing stuff, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so for our first point, some new intel that I've found very interesting with the new developments of the reality tree implemented in version 21.50, with us yet to see 21.51. If you haven't been paying too much attention to this area, despite it changing slightly with more energy waves of the 0 point being connected to it through the water coming off of it, what's even more interesting to do with the further developments that are going to be occurring with the reality tree after even 21.51 is the fact Donald Mustard changed his location, the CCO of Epic Games in his Twitter bio, to reality tree from what it was previously. And in these final days of Season 3 now, he's tweeted out some cryptic things such as just the word imagining, which I'm guessing is referencing the IO imagined order, or at least the Imagine the member of the Seven. So just like the Bloom Watcher at the end of the Season 3 cinematic trailer, we're going to be keeping our eye on not only the reality tree in these final days, updating you guys in videos as to its further developments, but also Donald Mustard's Twitter if you don't use that platform. Speaking of this mysterious character at the end of the Season 3 trailer, the Bloom Watcher, Bloom Queen, whatever you want to call it, despite its draft or concept form being showcased early by Epic Games releasing these surveys of skins that are set to be upcoming throughout the game, which they pull so many off, and with this being a realistic looking concept of what it could not only look like in reward screen form, but also the Battle Pass when it does release next season, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Aiko had this to say at the time on September 1st. In the latest Tabor Hill video, he ended it by saying if we take a closer look at the survey outfits, we'll surely find a few that are in Season 4's Battle Pass. Of course, with this character being one of many on these surveys, it wouldn't surprise me if it has further involvement in the storyline if it does appear next season in the Battle Pass, whether it's one of the levels that we can unlock throughout the 10 pages or as the unlockable coming soon skin. Moving on to our third point in this video for the second of 8 Battle Pass skins. For those that missed this initial leak that Fortnite accidentally leaked, or should I say Nintendo leaked on Fortnite's behalf this official asset, it not only is interesting or intriguing in the fact that it kinda supports what Hypex leaked a while ago, that they're working on some sort of goo creature or mechanic or boss in preparation for perhaps he speculated Fortnitemares with this event ongoing across Season 4's duration or lifespan, but now what data miners or people in the community have managed to notice on Spawn Island, there seems to be goo emerging or taking it over, with characters' footprints clearly shown from walking through it. And with it being determined that this is the hand of the new Paradigm outfit that she actually managed to resuit up in, what we saw initially in the Collision Live event manning the Mecha team leader, could this be a very subtle hint as to Paradigm surviving being swallowed by this goo substance and making her way not only back to the Fortnite reality, but back onto the island to try and reunite with other members of the Seven? Honestly, right now it's kinda hard to say, especially with the twist the Fortnite storyline has been taking, with us assuming that Singularity and Paradigm were the same person, but this confirmed to be not true, and with there being another snapshot form that we already have of the Paradigm that rotated throughout the item shop at the time of the end event of Chapter 1 or just before it happened. This quite literally means, considering this is a whole new outfit that was found in the files initially but later removed, that this is the final version of a 7 member or 7 character that is set to release within Fortnite. In terms of curveballs being thrown at us, however, moving on to our fourth point for the next or third Battle Pass skin that we currently know of in Season 4 that's definitely confirmed, as you can see Sheena and other data miners tweeted out about the fact that Gwen Stacy's Spider version will be in the Season 4 Battle Pass. As of right now we don't have an official look at this skin early, but people have obviously made concepts of different things to do with her being integrated in Fortnite herself. Kinda strange they're adding other Spider-Man skins into the Battle Pass still, considering the Daily Bugle surrounding Spider-Man particularly is now gone, with Spider-Gwen however being teased on one of the comic book pages or covers of the Fortnite x Marvel Zero War comics alongside a different variant of Miles Morales, and not to mention many other Marvel characters that could easily be put into Fortnite as new Marvel outfits. Considering Miles Morales isn't in the Season 4 Battle Pass, as data miners have pretty much confirmed. Does this mean that he'll be rotating throughout the item shop in Season 4's duration, alongside many other of these underpaid currently Marvel characters? Moving on to our fifth point about how we know this Battle Pass isn't going to predominantly be Marvel skins, if not all of the skins contained within it, is because, as you can see, Hypex stated from inside information that Season 4 is not Marvel themed, however may have another Marvel based skin alongside Spider-Gwen, kinda like what we saw integrated in Chapter 2 Season 2's Battle Pass. And despite the previous Battle Pass skins we've already revealed, such as the Bloom Watcher potentially upcoming, and even the Paradigm, which is 99% confirmed according to data miners, which we've got more intel surrounding her being the main character involved in the Season 4 cinematic trailer later in this video, so stay tuned. Moving on to our next point, or skin that will be upcoming, data miners and people in the community who've actually seen the full Battle Pass early have not only revealed another survey skin, but particularly mentioned it being this kind of emo looking cat of Kit, or Meowscles, whatever you want to call it. Unless the official artwork like last season for the Battle Pass gets leaked early on, you guys are just going to have to take my word for it. I can't give any particular sources out or get anybody into trouble, but yeah, so many data miners and verified sources have been saying the same thing regarding this skin upcoming. And so far, with that being 4 of the 8 Battle Pass skins that we typically see releasing every season, but obviously for Chapter 3 Season 4 that we speculate to be upcoming or have confirmed leaks pointing toward. Nicely moving on to our next point, despite us getting 2 particular trailers showing off all the skins at some point, whether it's the Battle Pass trailer showing off the skins themselves or their cosmetic look aesthetically, or the cinematic trailer, Aiko stated something very interesting about the Paradigm's involvement in the next cinematic trailer or story. Paradigm most likely will be the protagonist of Season 4's trailer and will get revealed to be played by Brie Larson, as Dollar Mustard for those that don't know again. Despite this actor obviously playing Captain Marvel in the Marvel movies or franchise itself, he followed her recently on Instagram confirming their involvement or collaboration at some point upcoming in the near future or far. And if this is the case, with us previously having our suspicion almost confirmed about her voicing the Paradigm, let alone her being underneath the mask as the mask off style once she removes it, perhaps this is the case again like what we saw for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being underneath the Foundation mask, and a similar cinematic scene. Moving on to our next point, however, despite the fact we briefly touched upon the fact that the Season 3 Battle Pass got leaked to 4chan early on before Season 3 even released. With this context in mind, I'm sure a lot of you, especially if you're on Twitter and follow me or other data miners, and make sure to do so if you haven't already, linked in the video description down below, there's been so many posts and screenshots of posts, should I say, posted. I don't want to put all of them on screen and read them all out because this would be a 20-minute video if I did so. However, Hypex, from gathering all this intel, states the following: when this debate, none of the 4chan leaks have gotten the Season 4 Battle Pass correct. I don't know the whole Battle Pass yet, but I 100% know that none of them have gotten it fully correct. Of course, with the wording of that being interesting, he followed up with another tweet: to not confuse you, I meant I don't know the whole Battle Pass, but I've been told by people who fully know it that it hasn't been actually leaked yet, and some 4chan posts have made some lucky guesses. I guess we'll have to wait and see until more official leaks pour out. However, speaking of leaks themselves, or spoilers should I say, moving on to our next point, Hypex had the following to say about some Issue 5 spoilers for the final issue of Fortnite x Marvel Zero War. The 2 that fell into the 0 point in Season 2 were Jenna and the Imagined. This takes place during the collision, and obviously we see Dr. Sloan, how she dies, and Jones and the Foundation returning by Season 3 after trying to chase Jenna into the 0 point, as we saw in the live event. There's also a 7-built Hulkbuster, which you can see on screen right now from one of the comic book pages early, and then apparently 2 main characters will die. Whether this includes Dr. Sloan or not, that we obviously assumed did die, but now we have it confirmed and we'll see this in more depth. Or could this mean, considering previous pages have revealed that the Imagined and the Order are trying to fight off Jenna, being her father who created both of those members of the 7, and not only that, genetically modified them to his own will to make them the perfect kind of person? And with us seeing Jenna like this, but then referring back to what we previously knew or saw of him in the Collision live event, it's safe to say he's not only some sort of shapeshifter, but from correlating this version of Jenna in the comic books to the Fortnite surveys, as you can see, there's 2 skins that largely resemble, if not basically are, Jenna. This either could mean he's contained as well in the Season 4 Chapter 3 Battle Pass, or could be upcoming at a later date, very later on from the initial reveal within a cinematic trailer or any form within Fortnite as an actual model, just like the Foundation initially making an appearance in Chapter 2 Season 6's cinematic trailer but not being introduced until the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass. Whatever happens, it's safe to say I'm excited for next season, and if you are too, slap a like in today's video down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you don't miss any future uploads. But speaking of other videos now, or your next destination, make sure to interact with anything on screen. However, most importantly, hopefully I can catch you in the very next video I do post on the channel.